Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Mark and Mark's Tarot. Yes, I know. You're going to claim. Great. That sucks. Hey, Virgo, I'm doing good, sweetie. How are you? Another damn hurricane coming towards us. I swear, these hurricanes are like a magnet for Bermuda. It's annoying. Thank God it's not coming directly as far as they say. Thank God. But you never know. Never know. You good? That's good to hear. Yeah, the hurricane that's went to Puerto Rico is coming here. It done a lot of damage over there, and it's working its way up to Bermuda. Unfortunately, yeah, oceans are getting stirred up. I feel sorry for those people in Puerto Rico, man. They just went through that shit 5 years ago with Hurricane Maria mashed up that place. It's not easy. Hey, Rashima, how you doing? Hurricanes are no fun. That's for sure. They are no fun at all. Yeah, I feel sorry for him. I wish I can honestly, I wish I was a billionaire sometimes, and I can just fly to Puerto Rico and say, all right, look, fix this, fix that, fix this, fix that, and just everybody's good. Or I can just wave a magic wand and it'll all be back to normal. But a lot of the times I blame the country because they're not prepared for it, or they just don't care, or the government doesn't care. Like if hurricanes are coming to you and they damaged you last time, then I don't understand why the power supply is always overhead. Like the power supply should always be below ground in pipes. And Bermuda took a long time, but we have some areas that are underground and some areas that are not. But like, I just don't understand how government works. Like, put that shit on the ground. Why the hell are you putting poles up with wires everywhere? Like, that's stupid as hell. Hey Jesse, what's up, sweetie? How you doing? Yo yo. So like, I never understood why governments do that dumb shit. Like that don't make no sense. But here in Bermuda, the government's uh starting to put some areas, especially close to the ocean. Like we have a place called North Shore here, and they're starting to put like all the wires underneath the ground. So that's a blessing. Yeah. What it do? Jesse Woo. All is good. All is good in the hood. All is good. Is one who donates to them too. Yeah. I mean, I feel bad for all those people that go through hurricanes and shit. But when Bermuda gets devastated by a hurricane, we don't get help from we don't accept help from too many people. We just do it ourselves. Because there's so many big companies, construction companies here that they need the work. So it don't make sense somebody coming from another country. But when Bermuda got hit really bad, we had a hurricane called Fabian. And it was a long time ago. And like the UK like owns Bermuda. So they sent like a ship here of all this stuff. And then like our president was like, nah, we don't need you. It's cool. Like you don't need to like, come here and save us. We're good. And like one of our main bridges was like completely destroyed. 3 people died. It was like our worst hurricane, pretty much. And I'm like, these idiots are sending these people back, right? Like, and we can use the help so we can recuperate faster. And I was 3 weeks without electricity. And back then we had no generators. Well, we had generators, but we couldn't afford them. And I'll never forget it. Like, I was like, this is bullshit. Like 3 weeks without power. And you had to like, go to the store. They had the main stores had generators. So we'd have to buy like food like every 2 days and then wait in lines and shit like that. Man, we went through a lot of bullshit here in Bermuda back in the day. Yeah, they turned down help. Big ass ship came here with supplies, and they was like, "No, we don't need nothing." I'm like, "What the fuck you talking about? We don't need nothing. Of course we need shit, you moron." That's what I'm saying. Our government is like just as stupid as everybody else's, and they do a lot of dumb shit. And at the time, our government was like the worst government at the time that those guys came. But a lot of Bermuda people, we have too much pride. Like we don't want nobody's help. We'd rather do it ourselves, because during hurricane times, like we all come together, and usually the army gets involved, the regiment here. I never had to deal with it when I was in there for 3 years. I never had to deal with a hurricane, thank God. But like they pretty much put you on lockdown until everything's finished. You go around chopping trees and cleaning up roads and shit like that. Virgo, you want a card? Well, this is all good. But this hurricane that's coming our way, Hurricane Fiona, is deadly, but thank God it's going to be like 122 miles, they said, away from Bermuda as of right now. 2 days ago, it was like 90 miles away, like, off of Bermuda. Now it says it's 122 miles off Bermuda, so it's getting further away. The trackers were out of the cone, so that's a good thing. But it's 125 miles an hour right now, and apparently it's going to get worse. So, like, we're still going to feel like winds and stuff like that and get rain, but at least we're not going to get like the 100 and something mile an hour winds. All right, Virgo, let's see what we got for you. 1, in my lifetime, I've probably been through at least 15 hurricanes, at least. Maybe more. I don't know. 15 I remember. All right. Your card, Virgo, is the Six of Air. This card says, things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, and taking a trip. So things are looking up for you. Difficult situations are coming to an end, and you might even have a vacation coming up, or you might go on a road trip, or you might take a trip, or you want to take a trip. I know I do, but I'm not allowed to go to the United States. No vaccine. Jesse Wu, you want a card? Hey, Becca, how you doing? You all right, sweetie? All right, Jesse. Oh. All right, Jesse Wu. You got the Ace of Fire. And this says, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, and change your life now. So good things. I'm doing good, sweetie. Thanks. Oh, nice. You thinking this last few days are good? Yeah. There you go. Oh, that's good, Virgo. That's nice. Of course, if you don't believe, then you can't receive. When everybody says, I hope this happens, you can't hope. You just got to know it happens. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I believe it. New opportunities, a career advancement, and changing your life. Ace of Wands is a good card. Ace of Fire. Well, maybe you might get a new one, or things might get better at your job. I know, that's why I work for myself. Today is actually my job anniversary, my business anniversary. It's today, September 20th. Was the day I said, fuck everybody, and I'm going to work for myself. And I went to the payroll tax office. Thank you. I went to the payroll tax office. I sat there. I walked in. I sat there at their office, and the lady calls me, says, Mark, yep. I sat down. I said, look, ma'am, I want to open my own business. I want to have a legal business, a real business. I want it to be called Mark's Maintenance. What do I have to do? Where do I sign? Tell me everything I got to do and what I can do. So I was there for about an hour. She explained everything. She typed up the paperwork. I signed my name. And when I went outside that door with that envelope that I was official, I went home. I made some business cards and told everybody, yeah, you want the real deal? Call me up. I'll take care of you. And that was in 2007. September 20th. So it was the best decision I ever made in my life. Becca, you want a card? Definitely the best decision I made in my life, and I'm here 15 years later. And business is still good. It has its ups and downs. There's, some years where they were shitty. Some years were made up for the rest of the years. Then COVID last 2 years have been a pain in the ass, but still been okay. Still recuperated from it all. So there's always ups and downs, but you just gotta stay to it. Don't give up. There's many times I wanted to give up. Like in 2012, I was like 5 years into it, and like things weren't going that great. I was getting all pissed off. People were acting up. Certain people didn't want to pay. And all of a sudden, poof, I met this guy. He gave me all this work, and then everything just changed. Every time I would say this, every time I wanted to give up and go work for myself and close my business down, every single time I had that, I was on the verge of doing it. Like, God just came and said, no, you're not going to do that, bro. You're going to stay and you're going to be fine. So it happens every time. Every time, like, I feel down and out and I don't want to do it anymore, poof, bang, it just happens. All right, back up. Hey, Deep Blue, yes, I am. All right, Becca, let's see what we have for you. All right. Your angel message, Becca, is life experience. This card says Archangel Shamu. And it says a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. All right, Deep Blue, let's see what we have for you. Yes. As long as you spread your wings. All right, Virgo. If that card was for you, Jesse, I would have said it in a different way. I would have said, spread your wings, not your legs. All right, Deep Blue. 1, 2. All right, Deep Blue, you got the Lovers. This is Archangel Raphael and says intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, and good health. That's a good card. A lot of good cards so far. Yes. Sometimes I read this. I did it the other night. I did that. You're welcome. I did that Heal Yourself deck with all the girls in it. And it had like a lot of like messages on there. And I said that in one of them, I think it was to Caddy. Yeah, Caddy was in here. And we were acting crazy a little bit. Hey, Macy, how you doing? Every time it says, spread your wings, we always say the other way around. Gotta have fun, man. We're all adults. We can handle it. I've done it forever. I'm doing great, thanks. It ain't easy. Yes, I am. Would you like one? All right, Macy, you got the High Priestess. And this card is from Archangel Hanel, and it says, listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. Well, that's what happens, Jesse. Some people, they will just want a message, makes them feel good. Everybody's like that. As long as they say hi, thank you, that's all that matters. I don't really care if they like or anything like that, because that shit ain't gonna do nothing to me. But I don't really give a shit about that. Y'all give you a car, but if you leave, it won't work. Okay. But yeah, I don't need them in here. It's cool. I'm that type of guy. I really don't care. Like, people come in there, they got a card. I know sometimes. I remember when I used to like, love going in people's room and get a card. Like, it feels good to get a card, or get a message or whatever. Not everybody likes all that stuff. Not everybody's gonna sit there and they're gonna go to the next room and the next room and the next room and ask the same shit over and over and over. Oh, that's good. Back when you cut off somebody, it brings in somebody else. It just gives the next person a chance. That's how it goes. I was actually very happy today. I went to the grocery store and to my sister's my sister's like a part owner of like a grocery store. So she was like, come here and get some shit for me. And then, I had to go pick up a whole pile of stuff. So while I was there, I heard this voice in the background, hey, you remember me? And I looked over and I can barely see. Like, I looked and I said, oh my God. I said, I haven't seen you for like 10 years. One of my like friends from my neighborhood. I haven't seen her in like at least 10 years. And I couldn't tell you, I couldn't even remember the last time I saw her, but I remember I saw her in her car one time. But and I was like, oh shit. I saw her and my sister's like, who the hell is that? I was like, yeah, you don't remember her because she's like my age. So, she wasn't, my sister weren't hanging out in the hood like me. She was younger and she was a woman. So my dad would beat her ass if she saw her in the hood like me. But anyway, she was one of my friends from a long time ago. And she also has her own business as well. And I was like, man, if you would have told me 30 years ago that I was going to have my own business, I would have laughed at you. I really would have. And if somebody told me that she was going to have her own business, I would have laughed at her again. Nah, I didn't get it. It ain't like that. I didn't get her digits. No. I don't know if she's married or, it was just a, hi, hello. We hugged each other, talked for like 2 minutes, but she was with this other lady and she was like waiting for her to go in. And my sister was like, hurry the fuck up and, get your shit. So, but it was nice seeing her. It was just nice seeing her. Like, it was really nice seeing my old friends. Hey, Vicky. How much is my donations? Yeah, it's whatever you want, sweetheart. Whatever you can afford, it doesn't matter. Yeah, well, I like seeing good old friends. I mean, if they're shitty old friends, obviously I don't want to see them. But there's a lot of people I don't like, and I don't want to see. But she was someone who I even like. I haven't forgot about her, but I just don't see her, and it was just weird how I saw her all of a sudden. She's a nice chick. We guys have our own little handshake thing that we guys made up, and we still remembered it. When I saw her, she's like, "You remember our little our elbow moves, our elbow shake?" And we did it. My sister was all looking at me, "What the fuck's wrong with this guy?" So it was fun. I was nice seeing her. She's a really good friend of mine from way back. Everybody, why do I have to ask her up? She's like my hood friend from way back. Yeah, I'm gonna ask her out, and if she's married, I don't know anything about it. I'll be like, yeah, you want to go out? Look, I'm married. Stupid, are you out of your mind? And now I'll really look like an ass. You want me to look stupid, don't you? She could be married. She could have like 10. I don't know nothing about her like that. I haven't seen her forever. So how am I supposed to like just ask her out? Oh, I haven't seen you in 10 years. Let's go out tonight. Oh yeah, give me your digits. Yeah, you're looking good. She'd be like, yeah, I'm married, you stupid ass. Oh yeah, right. See what I gotta put up with? Back? Not easy. Yeah, her husband don't need to know. Yeah, oh, that's really nice. Suppose her husband's like this big, gratacious dude, and like he's like, "Hey, did you call my wife's phone just now?" Oh no, bro, I had the wrong number. Who's your wife? Oh no, I don't know her. No, my name is not Mark. It's Marco. Oh, okay, all right, bro. No, you ain't nothing at me, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't call nobody. Okay, all right, bro. You have a great evening, bro, sir. Oh, you too, mate. Fuck that. I ain't getting involved in that. One thing about me, I already explained this a million times. I just don't like go after any person I see. I like to, I don't like to disrespect nobody by, and I don't want to hear. I'll be like going up to a random chick. Hey, how you doing, sweetheart? I see you from over the corner there, and I was wondering if you want to go out. No thanks. I got a boyfriend. Like, no. See, some of you women ain't gotta worry about that type of rejection. See, because you ain't going up to nobody asking them nothing. That's our job, apparently. Yeah, see, and then you got people like you that says, yeah, there you go. What your man got to do with me? Hey, Vicky, I got your donation. Thank you, sweetie. But that's the thing. Like, I'm a respectful type of guy. I may talk a lot of shit and have fun and say crazy shit and do a lot of crazy shit, but like I respect everybody's, space. I respect everybody's relationship. I'm not just gonna come up to a girl and say, "Yo, hey baby, you looking good tonight. Can I give you my number or what's your number?" Because 9 out of 10 times she's probably gonna say, "I have a boyfriend," because I'm probably not her type, or she's gonna say, "Oh, I'm married," or "I'm not interested in a relationship right now." Then that 1 out of 10 girl would be a miracle, and she probably got a whole heap of problems. She's probably a stripper or something. Or 9 out of 10 times it's somebody that you just fucking leave and that's it, which sucks. Well, to a certain extent. Yeah, you never know. Yeah. I met a stripper at a bar. I was at a random bar at a hotel. She was like, "What do you do for a living?" I said, "I'm got my own business. I'm an electrician." She goes, "Oh, I'm a stripper." I'm like, "Oh, really?" My head snapped real quick. I was like, "You're a stripper? Seriously? Where you strip to?" She goes, "Oh, I do private shows. I work at this place." I'm like, "I'm not from here, so I wouldn't know. Like, where's this place to?" It's like, "Oh, you go this place and go that way." And yeah, I'm always meeting somebody, Yes, I got it, sweetie. That's fine. I ain't worried about how much it is. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Like I've said my whole life, every little bit counts. That's why I always take my pen with me. When she says to me, "Well, I can only handle so many," I just tell her like take the pen and just draw the line where you want me to stop. You can go ahead and ask your question, sweetie, when you're ready. Okay. Becky said, it's like, yeah. I'm glad you look at me like that. That's good. I'm cool. I'm like I'm the type of guy. I don't ask for much. I don't do much. I'm just a normal person like everybody else. But I don't disrespect nobody. Like Jesse's trying to hook me up with every single woman that she thinks of. That's what everybody used to do to me and Jesse. When me and Jesse was in back in the day when we were in other people's rooms, everybody thought that me and Jesse were going out. They always try to hook me and Jesse up. Everybody's always trying to hook me up with somebody. Oh yeah, I know you're old enough to be my daughter. And that's cool. I don't disrespect nobody. I'm not no perv and shit like that. Yeah, that's cool. I can be a big bro. That's cool. Age ain't nothing but a number. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I like I definitely like to be honest. I like to help everybody. I'm cool. I'm like that. I'm not the type of person to disrespect any woman that I see. If I like you and I want to date you, I have to find out stuff about you first. And then if things happen. But I'm not the type of guy be like, you tell me you're single, then okay, that's a win-win. But nah, if you're not, then I'm not trying. No, I didn't disrespect you. That was a joke. I would never disrespect you. If you felt disrespected, you would never come in my room again. Damn emotional Pisces. All right, Vicky, you said, do you see Phil and I reconnecting in the near future? Okay, is it Dr. Phil? Yeah, she's a damn Pisces. She's dating a Scorpio. Poor guy. I feel sorry for him. He said, you honestly love my hats? Yeah, I'm got a shitload of hats. And I'm always trying to match, I like to look. This is what I do. I've always been this way. I'm 45 years old, and the younger generation says to me, oh, you should dress 45. I said, I didn't know there was a dress code for ages. That's something new. This guy still dresses like he said. I used to have people say that shit to me on here. I'm like, yeah, whatever. You're just jealous. Because when you go 45, you probably wearing a plaid shirt with Levi's jeans. Jackass, shut up. You're jealous. All right, Phil and Vicky. Do you see them reconnecting with each other? I know you are, Jesse. I know you tease me. Yeah. I mean, people are always going to talk shit, but I don't care what they say. It don't mean a difference to me. Damn, Jesse. Okay. I do see communication between you and Phil, Vicky. But the thing is there's still I feel like you're still feeling kind of cautious and indecisive about how it's going to end up. Because if you guys had arguments in the past, if you had arguments in the past or things like that, or like any type of disputes, that's not going to change. It's probably going to end up being like that again. It's not going to there is some delays here and there with you as well. Like you might not want to go all in. And if he's got like a drinking problem, then that might be an issue as well. But I'm just throwing that out there because of the card I got here. It could mean like drinking, or like he doesn't have his stability. And so this kind of like makes him, feel like he can't do what he needs to do and wants to do. But I do see communication with you guys in the near future. Um, I feel like this guy is a cool guy. Like he's a nice guy and stuff, but I feel like he's letting things get to him in his personal life, or there's another woman around him. Like he could have like a baby mama drama sector, and that's holding him back from like trying to reconnect with you, or something of that effect. But as far as answering your question about you guys reconnecting, that's what you asked me, right? Do you see Phil and I reconnecting in the near future? So to answer that question, I would say yeah. But like from now to the end of October, I feel like you guys will reconnect communication wise. But as far as like, being in a relationship and stuff like that, I don't really see that. But there's a lot of like things on his end that he has to sort out if he were to get to that point. But I do see like he's a cool guy. I feel like, I got the King of Wands here at the end. So it looks like, he's a fatherly person, or, he's smart and stuff, but I feel like he's got issues here and there with his past or people from the past. But there can be some communication between you and him. You know what? I'm gonna tell you guys something. As a reader and as your friend and as how you ask questions, right? When you ask a question like that, do I see Phil and you reconnecting in the near future? You know what you gotta ask? Is does Phil want to reconnect with me in the future? Because if you want to, right? Say you want to reconnect with him, because that's why you're asking, because it's probably you want to reconnect with him. So if you know you want to, then you should ask the reader if that person wants to reconnect with you. And if they say yes, then that's pretty much like, your answer. And if they say no, then that's your answer too. But obviously, it all depends on who you ask. But I feel like he, it's just that, honestly, it's the way you ask the questions is how it gets answered. You know what I mean? The best way you can ask the question is ask it on that person's side, because your side is good, right? You want to. So you got to ask if that person wants to reconcile with you. And yeah, Jesse, Don't make me ask if Scorpio, and I'll do tarot blackmail, Yeah, that's the thing. And you know what? I asked if like what does Phil think about you? I think that he thinks that you're a person who would resist being with him because of that, or he thinks that you also have unstable emotions when you're around him. But he thinks he'll benefit from being with you, and if you and him have had sexual encounters before, he kind of dwells it on that too. You know what I mean? Hey MZ, how you doing? So that's the thing, Vicky. If you've had sex with him before, he thinks about that part being a good part of it. Because I got the devil card here, so he thinks that having sex with you is great, and that was a good part of it, and he would love to have that temporarily or have you on the side. But as far as like, being with you in a relationship, I don't know, it all depends on what you want. So if you just want to, a sexual encounter with him here and there, then he'll probably do that. But as far as like getting into a relationship, he doesn't like look at you as a person who he wants to be in a relationship, because he knows that it'll be obstacles he has to deal with if he does go out with you. You know, he feels that you'll resist him, or you probably be emotional, or you may have been emotional in the past towards him, or you may have been jealous that he has someone else, and or has to deal with a ex or a baby mom or something like that. So he kind of looks at you like that, like a woman that he can't really 100% deal with, but would rather deal with in a sexual way. But he knows that you're not that type of person. Well, at least he thinks that. Right. See, so because of that, so if he was the one that pursued you, then flipped you off, he just wanted sex, like how I saw. Because when I asked how does he view you, he views you as, someone who he wants to have sex with, but not a relationship with. So if you want to reconnect with him in a sexual way, go for it. But as far as like being with him in a relationship, it ain't gonna happen. Unless you totally give in to him and be like, okay, yeah, sure. But sexual relationship, a sexual encounter with him is definitely in the cards, but that's about it. So I would say he wants the coochie coo. Yeah, sure, Jesse. We can check it out. Yeah, that's the thing. If he had an ex that hurt him bad, then some guys who have an ex who hurts him bad, they look at the next woman as, just a piece of ass or a sexual encounter, because they start to think that every woman is like that woman that hurt him. So some men take that shit out on the next woman and just uses them as like a hope, because they don't feel like they can get into another relationship, because they'll get hurt again. So in order for them not to get hurt again, they would rather just, have sex with you and say, fuck it, I'm going to go to the next person. And, women do it to men do it to women. It's a part of life. But that's my opinion on how those things work. But the reconnecting is definitely there if you want it. As far as, sex, that's about it. What I'm drinking, water. MZ, you can ask your question. Thanks for the donation. I just saw it, actually. My dog's snoring in the background if you hear anything. I felt him. Yeah, you're welcome, sweetheart. Well, that's the thing, a lot of people do that. Unfortunately, they get caught up in that, and then that's it. But as long as that person gets what they want in a sexual way, that's the only thing that matters to them. Especially if he flipped you off in the end. I'm sure he did that right after, having sex a few times. He'd be like, all right, I'm done here. It's time to go. So it's annoying, but yeah. All right, MZ, let's see. Oh, happy early birthday. Mhm. Nah, that's cool. It's all good. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, Vicky. MZ, I feel like he might have plans, but he's gonna wait like to the last minute. I don't know. I kind of get like a mixed vibe here with him. I think he's gonna tell you that he does, and then might not do anything. That's what I got right off the bat. But I'm gonna check again to see if what I see is really there. Yeah, I feel like he's making plans. It might not be what you want or what you're thinking of, but he does have plans. He's thinking about it and making plans. He's trying to think what's gonna make you happy. Mm-hmm. All right. So MZ, I would say Rashidi's plans is to definitely link up with you. Well, like if you're expecting like a Louis Vuitton purse, that probably ain't gonna happen. You know, like I don't see him like buying you any type of like nice gifts if that's what you want. I think that he's more focused on getting together with you and giving you something. I think he's gonna give you like something that will make you feel good, but it's he kind of thinks that you're not going to be happy with his plans. Like he's kind of contemplating on doing the plans because he's not sure how you're going to react. Like he doesn't want to upset you because it's your birthday. But that's the thing. Hey, well, I know some women want that shit, but not every guy's gonna do that. Some guys be like, yeah, I ain't buying no Louis Vuitton. This girl's high maintenance. Fuck that. I ain't buying. I better get some goddamn coochie first and after and in between, and she could wear the purse while I'm getting some. Because if I'm spending all this money on this woman, you better give me some. That's how this guy is. Like he feels like whatever he gives you, he better get something out of it. He's looking forward to having sex if that's what he wants, right? Yeah, like this time he might not spend a lot, but I think like maybe the sex would be good, things like that. Like I'm getting like you guys I get you being okay with what he got you, but you probably expect a little bit more. But I do see he has some type of plans. Like, the cards ain't gonna tell me you're going to dinner or something like that, but like it's telling me that it's gonna be some type of improvement, some type of benefit off of it. But I still feel like you're gonna be like, that's it? Like that's all you got me? Like you got the Louis Vuitton purse, but where's the wallet? Where's the fucking, the belt? I don't know what else they get. Where's the red bottoms? I used to say on here years ago the red bottoms. Well, I think that he just thinks that you're going to be upset with him if if you don't get him the right thing. You know what I mean? That's what I get, MZ. I feel he feels like you're gonna be upset with him no matter what you get. So you might not be satisfied with what he gets you. So you're gonna kind of be like, that's it. You know, where's the rest? Or that's all you're getting me. He might think that you feel like that. But I do see he has plans, and I do see like he's gonna do something. He's gonna try and have sex and things like that, and obviously do things to make you feel that way. But I still feel like you're gonna expect more, but you're not gonna get as much as you think. Yeah, why not? You know. Well, that's the thing. If you have like, I think that women when they have sex with a guy, most women think that that person is gonna be in a relationship. Well, see, that's the thing. He's expecting to get some, and that's his goal because it's that song "Birthday Sex." He's thinking that it's gonna happen. But I think that because he's not gonna give you what you want or give you gifts, that it's probably gonna be a last minute decision. You know, but hey, you have to wait and see. But from what I get, you know. Well, that's the thing. I think some women think because they get the D from a guy that guy owes them something because I think most women have this perspective that my coochie's gold. If I'm giving it to you, you're blessed, and it's the best thing that ever happened to you. Like, I think that women have that stupid perspective in their mind, thinking that they're sitting on a gold mine, and every guy has to do whatever they want, whatever you want after that. Now, some guys do, and other guys would be like, yeah, right. Who you think you are? That type of shit. Like, that's the way it is. It's still a young and the rest of this world, and with people that, live that life, you know. But see, Becca, that's the good thing. If a woman did that to me, I'll respect them more. But if a woman opens her legs up to me like on the second date, or like after like a week or two, I'm like, all right, fuck, man, this is another hoe I gotta deal with. Damn it, man. Like, when am I gonna find like a challenge? That's how I feel sometimes. Because that's the reality of it. Of some people, but the majority of people nowadays, it's sex first, and we'll figure out afterwards what we're gonna do, and that's where everybody goes wrong. You know. Yeah, and that's probably why he didn't hang around, and that's probably why he was inconsistent, because he was like, "Yeah, you know what? You ain't giving me none. Goodbye." But some guys think that they have to get the sex first, and then that's their open door, like. So a lot of men think that way, and a lot of women say, "Oh well, my coochie is, gold to me, so I'm not gonna let you have it until you put in the work." And other guys can be like, "Yeah, if you don't, somebody else's daughter will. So bye. I'm gonna get some coochie somewhere else. I ain't fighting for that. If I can get it easy from somebody else, why am I gonna fight to get it from you? And then if I put in 2 months, 3 months time, you still ain't give me none, then that person is gonna go, like, you know. But some guys, they can be with a girl for 3, 6 months and never get nothing and still hang in there, you know. And that's the type, honestly, I'll be honest, like some people look at me like, yeah, Mark, whatever, you're talking shit. But me, I like the challenge of a woman making me wait and putting in the work. See, I don't want you just throw it to me. Like that's no challenge. That's bullshit. That's just gonna tell me you're a hoe, or you just hungry for dick. So I ain't that type of person. I want the challenge. I want to see how long, you're gonna go without like, us being together without having, any type of sex and shit like that to see, if you're a really good person, if you really value your coochie. And when it does happen, then it feels so much better because you feel like you worked hard to get to that point of a relationship, and you actually got to know each other. And I know sometimes that sounds corny, but it's hard to find somebody like that now. When I meet somebody, they're like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. Next thing you know, I'm staring at the ceiling fan. I'm like, fuck, we can't believe this shit happened again. Yeah. Let me read. Let me catch up here. Yeah, there you go, MZ. Yeah, money don't make you dance. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I know, Jesse. So am I in my dreams. We are broken up. That's why I wouldn't have sex with him no matter the gifts. He knows that. Yeah, so I that's why I think you're gonna be upset, MZ, because you're probably not gonna get what you want, and he ain't gonna get what he wants. But it's still possible. Yeah. Vicky said, true, I do believe I don't expect anything from Phil. He has issues, but I'm kind of seeing someone on and off, me and him. Or whatever, we're good. Yeah. Hey, well, you gotta have plan D. Some guys love it and admire it, and some don't. Yeah, that's true, Beck. Yeah, your pretty kitty is a gold mine, especially if you keep it groomed and yeah, Becca, you're right. Yes, Jesse, I like the challenge. I really do. Yeah, I agree, MZ. That's the thing, if I think that some guys put that like that, it's written all over their forehead, like, all I want to do is have sex with you. Goodbye. So women aren't stupid. Some are, but some are like, yeah, I already know what you want. You just want this coochie. That's it. And then some guys, you're like, but see, when some guys are really nice and they don't go towards the woman fast enough or get into their pants fast enough, then the woman thinks the guy's weird. That's the crazy part of it all. It's like I dated a girl one time. She was fresh off a breakup, and she didn't really want to date nobody. I didn't. I was like, I was single, ready to mingle, and she was all right. I was like, yeah, you're kind of my type, but not really. But I got introduced to her by my sister, which is not a good idea. But I ended up, dating her and stuff. And we went out a few times. And next thing you know, I had this feeling like she was still around her ex or still trying to get with him or whatever. So I happened, like, Bermuda's a small place. So I happened to like drive across, her ex's place, because where her ex lived, one of my best friends lived right around the corner. So I had to pass his house, her ex's house, to get to my boy's house. So one Saturday, my boy was like, yo, I got some fish up here, man. Come get some fish and blah, blah, blah. We got to sit off. So I was like, all right, cool. So I drove up there and I happened to look to the left and I saw her bike parked outside his apartment. So I said, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Before I get too deep into this shit, and before I even have sex with this moron, I was like, yeah. I called. I was like, hey, how you doing? You all right? She's like, yeah. Hold on a second. I have to go outside. I was like, yeah, when you go outside, you're going to see me. So right across this place was like a parking lot. So when she came out, I said, hey, don't look down. Look up, look over here, right in front of you. She's like this. She's looking, and she saw me. I was like, and she was like, "Oh, you're here," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm coming to see my boy." Blah blah blah. But I said I came across here. I saw your bike, wondering what you're doing. Your ex, you told me all week you hate his guts and you're not gonna, ever speak to him again, and you're not dealing with him. Meanwhile, mm, no, he didn't know. But that's how I know. Yeah, she has here we have like motorbikes, so most people are on their bikes, motorbikes. So anyway, and I pretty much cut her off. And then about maybe 2 months later, she called me and said that she's no longer with the guy. He's with another woman. She apologized and blah, 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 and was trying her damn hardest to get, me back to date her. So, me, like an idiot, I started to, like, date her again, see what she was about. And it didn't work because she kept lying, lying, and lying. Because really, you can't make a hoe into a housewife. It's impossible. I tried it, other people tried it, and it don't work. And that's the reality of it all. And that's why it ain't gonna work. You know? Oh, okay. No, I don't know that. I didn't know that, no, but here we uh here we have mopeds. Let's say I won't say bike mopeds, and motorbikes, Yeah, I gave her another chance. I actually gave her more than one chance, but I actually like, cut her off twice and ended up getting back with her twice, almost three times. But the third time was a charm because I was like, fuck this, I'm out of here, I'm done. I had enough. She was very jealous and, never liked other women talking to me or anything like that. And she ended up ruining this person's marriage and ended up cheating with this woman's husband, and ended up getting pregnant from this woman's husband. And now she's married to this guy. Yeah, she's a Sagittarius. So once again, she's a hoe, and hoes get lucky. They find some moron to marry them, pay for the kids, pay for them. All they gotta do is put that coochie on them, and that's it. Oh yeah, she's definitely, she's not the queen of wands, she's a hoe of wands. So majority of the women that I've been dating or went out with at one time were all fire signs. I don't know what it is, but you know, yeah, she was the queen of wands reversed, all right. She was very special in her own mind. But yeah, she's a hoe right up until today. I haven't seen her forever, thank God. I haven't seen her, haven't heard about her, don't really care either. But hey, it's life. Sometimes, you know, yeah, shout out to the whole life. Some people, like, oh, okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah, so she's a bike then. She's a bike. Yeah, they ride it like she's dirt. There you go. But I got her back pretty good. Um, I remember when, like, I used to be a DJ, so I used to do it for like 20 years, and then I finished about 10 years ago. Uh, and I used to DJ and stuff in the clubs and stuff like that. Um, always used to be some drunk chick come up to me or whatever. Shut up, Jesse. So, you know, well, that's the thing, MZ. Some people do it, some people don't. Some people do it because they rebel or they think that it's the right way. My godmother, rest in peace, she used to say that a hoe has the best life because they can do whatever they want. They have no responsibilities. You know. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Some people catch feet and some people don't. But I never forget the day that she she was with this other guy at the club. She walked in with the guy. She was, with the guy. And she thought that I was like not with nobody. So then the chick that I was dating, she came in to come see me at the when I was DJing. And she sat right behind the booth with me the whole time. And then, her and I was like, drinking, talking together, dancing and stuff behind the booth. And she was just there in the background, miserable as hell, like mad, you know. But why be like that? She was a weirdo. But she, I got her back. I was like, yeah, take that. You think I need you? I don't need you. Somebody else will fill the gap. Well, could be, Becca, could be. Could be. Well, that's the thing, Vicky. Sometimes the nicest people don't have nobody. The people who actually have a brain and do what's right and respect people, they don't have value. People like me don't have value to a woman sometimes. Because a woman would rather, like, some. Now, I'm not saying all women, but majority of the women nowadays, they want drama. They want like a person who they can get or is a challenge or treats them like shit, and they're okay with that. They think it's a normal way of life. So when a nice guy comes around, that person's too nice, or they have everything. So why do I want them? A lot of girls look at guys like me. They say, okay, well, yeah, Mark has his own business. He's got his own place. He's got everything. So what the fuck am I gonna give him? Only thing I can give him is this coochie. What's behind these clothes. That's how some women think. So they don't think like, oh, me and him together, we can create something, we can be something in life. We can have a family, we can have a house, we can have this, we can have. They don't think like that. They just think the stupid way. That's the thing. A lot of people don't want a nice person. They just, I mean, they do. They claim they do, but they really don't know what to do when they get a nice person because they're so used to idiots. And that's the problem in this world. There's a lot of women, they think that, I'm talking as a man. So a lot of women, they'll look at me and say, oh yeah, what am I gonna do for Mark? Because, I don't know what to do. So even if you are the complete package to someone, it's always like, a problem. There's always like something wrong where they invent something, you know. Yeah. Even like a woman, like a good woman, some guys don't want a good woman. They rather have some hope, you know. That's how it is. A lot of guys, a lot of nice guys, they be like, yeah, I don't want no nice girl. A nice girl, I don't care. Like, I want drama. I want young and the rest of his life. I want to, do some dumb shit. I don't know what goes through people's minds anymore. I really don't. But hey, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I tell people all the time, I can go out right now to a club, meet somebody, have sex with them, And if that's the life I want, then that's fine. But if that's not the life I want, I probably won't be able to go to a bar and come out of there with somebody I can marry and be with for 20 years and not have a problem. Not saying that bad people go to bars, but like, it's highly unlikely. And the world right now, in my opinion, at my age, you like, it's hard to find somebody that really wants that life. Because once you reach this age, you're like, I ain't going through all that shit. Hell no. But, I look at it this way. There's billions of people in this world, and there's more single people than there is people in a relationship. And that, my friends, is facts. So if I'm one of the billions and billions of people that are single, then that means I'm doing something right, because I'm not going to settle for a regular person. I want somebody that's special. I want somebody who I love, who I like, and I want somebody that I can spend the rest of my life with. Whether or not we're going to have a family is yet to be determined. Whether or not, we're going to be together for years, for the rest of our lives, that's still yet to be determined too. So you have to take it day by day. Some people that I know from high school, they met this person, they married them, they had kids, and then they got divorced, and then now they're with somebody else. And that person swore down that person was the one, and then you think that person is the one, and then, but that's just life. Some people in their lifetime have multiple partners, multiple marriages, kids with 2 different people, 3 different people. Nowadays, it's a lot more. If that's your life, that's your life. Sometimes you have no control over it. Sometimes you do. Sometimes, like, you get, fucked over with things where you just end up with the bad end of the stick. And then you have people who find the one, get married, and that person dies and leaves you behind. What do you want? Which life do you want? You got to ask yourself that. Which one do you want? So I had this conversation a while ago on here. I don't know when, but I know it was a while ago. And I said the same thing. I'll say it again. When you say on here to a psychic, you say, oh, when am I going to find love? That's the wrong way to ask it. The way you should ask anything is in your own mind. You got to tell your mind this. I want somebody that's this, 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 and this, right? But I also want somebody that if I marry them, I want them to be with me forever. Because you might just say, oh, I want to get married and be happy. Okay, you're going to be happy, but you're only going to be happy for 3 years, and then you're going to get a divorce because that idiot's going to cheat on you. Because people get fed up with people nowadays. They get fed up of being with somebody for a long time. They feel it's boring. And if they watch a movie and the movie shows, like, this guy who got married, got divorced, and had kids, and then done something else, then that's like the movie that they want to live. Or if they have friends that are all divorced, they might want to be in that category too. There's so many things I could sit here and say about, people wanting relationships, but it's up to you at the end of the day. Yeah. Yeah, I tried online dating, but the people weren't real. They were all fake ass people. And I went on, not too long ago, I was on TikTok, and I met somebody on there. Didn't really want to deal with any type of online dating shit, but I was talking to this person. The person, like, because my channel is the same thing as here, psychic channel. So I'm thinking this person wanted a reading, so they got a reading. Then we started talking about stuff, and all of this stuff. We started talking, and we started getting to, like, talk every day. And I wasn't really interested because I didn't want no long distance relationship. But I say, I always have this thing in back of my mind that, maybe this is, maybe this could possibly be the person. You never know. So the next thing the person just wanted money. They were just a fake ass person and, idiot. They made me believe that they were, real, whatever, but end up being just a gold digger. And then it was somebody else that I saw that was actually living here in Bermuda. And this person isn't a person that I would even approach, or like I say, you know what, let me just try my luck. Let me just say hello, see what's happening. So I said hello and everything. The person never said anything. About a week later, the person sends me a video, and it was some random dumb shit. And I was like, see, this is why I don't make no effort. Because like people just don't care. They think that everybody online is a jerk or a joke or a bot, like Jesse says. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of knew she was fake. No, it wasn't porn, unfortunately. It was some just random dumb video. Only you sent me porn, Jesse. Your sis got married Saturday, and there are two peas in a pod. Yeah, I remember you told me uh, that you were at the wedding. You didn't meet no guys at the wedding? What did I tell you about that day? I said, I told you were gonna go to. I told you that some guys might eye you up on the wedding. I would have. I'd be like, hey, she thinks her man's Chris. Chris ain't worried about her. Yeah, I can't handle the online thing. That shit aggravates me, to be honest. And I've met a lot of women on here since I've been on here. A lot of bad ones too. So that's why I don't really get myself involved with too many people on here because they're whack. I've had some psycho chicks on here that uh I've dealt with some really psychopathic chicks on this site on YouTube. Yeah, I don't want to elaborate, but there's been some crazy ones. Thank God I don't have to deal with that no more, at least for right now. Thank you, Jesus. He kept the crazy ones away from me, so that was nice. I would have to pay. I would love. That's the only. That's like the place I can go to without a vaccine is UK. So I might actually go there eventually. I'd love to. I've been there once, but that was a long time ago. Yeah, if I was there, I would have danced with you. It's hard though. It's hard to find. Yeah, sure. One day I'll get back out there. I want to. I'm just so busy right now. I just can't even travel. To be honest, I got too much on my plate. But see, you just confirm what I just said, Jesse. See, if it's not crazy, then it makes the relationship boring. See, a lot of women I like you. See, if they don't do something crazy or they don't cause drama, then the relationship is boring. But that's the thing. Yeah, it's true. It is true. But different crazies. See, there's a different types of crazies. Yeah. You're not gonna sit there and question my every move about where I'm doing, where I'm going. That's that way there won't be no trust factor. There won't be no nothing. I'm not saying that it's gonna be boring, but in order for a relationship to be like really good and not boring, it takes both of you. You can't expect the guy to do everything all the time. And some women have told me on here that, oh, my man, he's lazy, he's this. Oh, but I love him. Oh, really? So you love a lazy idiot that just doesn't do anything and doesn't do anything for you or whatever, or your kids, or doesn't give a fuck about buying you anything or doing it. When was the last time you went to a restaurant? Oh, we don't go to restaurants. We just order Uber Eats. I'm like, yeah, you see, that's why your relationship ain't gonna work. You need a man that cooks. If you had a man that cooks, it'll change your whole aspect on life and men. See, that's why I ain't got no woman. See, they can't, they ain't about that life. See? When you're too good, they don't want you. When you're a piece of shit, they love you. I know. I see it every day. Every day I see. Every day. The famous thing people say is, oh, yeah, he does do that, but I love him. Okay. Apparently, love means something else in your dictionary. But love to me isn't that way. But hey, what do I know, right? What do I know? Yeah, exactly. And sometimes you get fed up where you don't want to put the effort in anymore because you felt like you've done your part, or you've done your part in a previous relationship. But that previous relationship has nothing to do with your current relationship. And that's another downfall of a lot of people. They take their past relationships into their current one. That's something that I never do. I always like give the next person, a clean slate to prove themselves, or, to learn from it, trust them. Now, as soon as I get a red flag, or as soon as things don't go the way that I think it's supposed to go, that's when I start testing their sincerity. And if their sincerity isn't right, then I'm out. Goodbye. See you later. I've explained this many times. That, sometimes I'll meet somebody, talk to them, and then they just like have so much different moods and so much different ways. Like I get confused. I'm like, what do you want then? It's weird. Very weird. People are weird. They give you mixed emotions all the time, mixed feelings. Um, some people just want to have sex. Some people do want a real relationship. Some people just want to have kids. Some people just have different agendas. You got to find a person that wants the same thing you do. Even if they claim they do, you still gotta prove it. That's my whole thing. Like you gotta prove that you really are about that life. Once you prove it, then you'll make a believer out of me. But with age should come experience, not stupidity. Yeah, you learn every day, Vicky. I've learned a lot in my past. In the past 10 years, I learned a lot about relationships. I learned a lot about, what I really want, what I don't want. And, sometimes what we want, we don't get. It's life. It's life. I don't look at it as what I want anymore. I look at it as, whatever comes my way, I'll deal with it when the time comes. And if nothing comes, then I'm going to keep working on myself, keep being happy, working, talking to my family, being with my family. My nephews are a big part of my life, and just be happy and humble and just help people and just do what I got to do. Like, I feel like a relationship is the last thing on my list because it's uh something that is harder to deal with now than ever, especially at this age where you're like you're seeing it all, done it all, and you're like, okay, well, what's next? What's next? So it is what it is. I don't let it bother me anymore. Usually like it bothered me a while ago. And then I just said, you know what? I don't really care. I can be single forever. I really don't give a shit. It doesn't bother me anymore like it used to. Because I can get into a relationship right now if I want to. And is it going to make me happy? I don't know. Is it going to make me sad? I don't know. Is it going to be the right person? I don't know. But, it's a risk you take. You have to, if you want to take that risk, you want to figure out if it is good or not good, then that's up to you. That's really up to you. Right now, whatever happens, happens. And everybody should be like that. Just take one day at a time. One day at a time. Anyway, I gotta go work tomorrow morning. It was good hanging out with you ladies all the time. Hope you guys have a good night. And I will see you obviously tomorrow. I should be here. Most likely. Same place, same time. And I might come on early tomorrow. I don't know. I'll see what happens. See how my day goes. I got to do like a job in the morning. And if I get home early enough, I might come online. Oh my God. Yeah, exactly. See, that's the thing. You open up and then you think it's the right person. And then all they did was fuck you and leave you. And I think everybody in this room can have that life if they want. Because that's the most available life to have. Have sex and run. Just have sex with whoever. Just you don't have to love the person. You don't have to care about the person. All you care about is having sex and getting your juices flowing and you're happy. Some people are like, fuck that. I'd rather not have sex with nobody. I want to find the right person, because I'm sensitive. I can't just do that shit. I can't just open my legs to nobody. And then some people have done that for years and then gave up and said, I value myself. I'm not doing that shit no more. Sometimes people get hurt in a bad relationship, long-term relationship, and then they rebel. They try to get revenge. They think by fucking 10 guys or 10 people that, that's a good thing to them. So, and they didn't care. They just randomly had sex because they thought that was the revenge that they seeked, or that's what they should do because being in a solid relationship didn't work. So you might as well be a hoe now. And a lot of people are like that, and I don't blame them because sometimes that's the route and the road that they want to be on. And then after a while, they're like, okay, well, I think I'll settle down now. I know a lot of people that do that. I know some hoes that turned into housewife. Male and female. I'm proud of them. It's all good. Sometimes you wake up and realize that sex isn't everything. It's the only thing. All right. I will see you ladies tomorrow. Be safe.